Hello everyone, in this video I'm going to give you a short presentation about requests for comments, mostly known as RFCs. First of all, I'm going to tell you what an RFC in general is, then I will give you a little information about the organization, IETF, and what they have to do with RFCs. Last but not least, we are going to take a look at the requirement levels, different states of development, and maturity levels of RFCs. An RFC is a document that describes the standards, protocols, and technologies of the Internet and the TCP/IP. Since 1969, over 8,500 requests for comments has been published on several networking protocols, procedures, applications, and concepts. Any member of the Internet Society can submit an RFC for consideration, but submission can only be done by the Internet Engineering Task Force, IETF. All RFCs usually have a banner where you can see the NWG, the category, and the RFC number. They are mostly documented in HTML, PDF, or text form. The Internet Engineering Task Force (IETF) is an open international community of network designers, network operators, and network vendors who are supportively concerned about the ongoing development and management of the Internet. The IETF works in networking groups who are located all over the world, and the groups are led by area directors, also known as ADs. The requirement levels of RFCs are documented on the RFC 2119. This request for comment has 5 different categories. If an RFC is marked as required, then it must be implemented by all Internet systems. If it's labeled as recommended, that means it is not required for its minimum conformance, but because of its usefulness. If it's elective, that means it's not required and also not recommended, although it can be used for system benefits. If an RFC is featured as limited use, it basically means it should be used in limited situations. Most of the RFCs fall under this category. If it's not recommended, it's inappropriate for general use, for example, a historical RFC. If a request for comment is classified and published as an internet draft, it gets discussed and tested by different research and technical groups before it goes through the following development stage. The proposed standard means it is stable, well understood, and considered useful. The draft standard is stable enough to be implemented in standard applications and network technologies. The Internet standard is the technically mature, widely implemented, and significantly beneficial to the Internet community. Because I have already said something to the Internet draft, proposed standard, draft standard, Internet standard, I'm gonna not mention anything to it now on this file, but the historic request, as you can see downstairs on the diagram, the historic requests for comments are like significant. Either they have been supplemented by later specifications, or they have passed the necessary levels of majority to become an internet standard. The experimental RFCs describe like work related on an experimental situation and is not implemented in any functional internet services. At least it should not be. The informational RFCs contain general, historical, or tutorial information about the internet and is usually written by a vendor. As you can see, here is a list with a handful of RFCs with the number, title, and publication date. As I already earlier mentioned, the RFC numbers go from 1 to over 8,500, so it's clearly impossible to list them all over here. Um, but thanks for watching my video, and I hope you could gain a bit uh, better understanding about RFCs. And if you would like to delve deeper into the subject, I have listed a few links for you. So thanks and bye.